Hello, I'm Franklin, and this is live chat. And for the next hour, we'll give you a chance to give us your questions, and we'll do our best to answer them. Did you have a good time during the eclipse? My goodness, we had a full moon that rose in Sagittarius. And boy, Sagittarius people have to tell the truth. Sagittarius people will travel around the world to be able to tell someone the truth. And that's I know it happened to me over the weekend there when we had the full super moon eclipse. I found myself getting up that next morning and writing post-it notes, right? Leaving post-it notes for people. That's how strong the influence was, and of course I regretted it later on that afternoon. But things had to be said under that Sagittarius moon. It was about the universe helping you say things that you were having a hard time saying to people to get it out of you before it caused a blockage inside of you. And that's what the eclipse really brought on for about a week before, and for the few days after it was still going on. Um, Next week, what we have is the last quarter of the moon, and that's going to rise in Pisces. And the Pisces influence is to say um, that you are going to over cooperate and then get mad about it. And then, in that great Pisces way, you're going to not pack up and leave. You're going to pack up your emotions and you're just going to sulk for a while. So that's what's coming next week. Today, we have a change day. This is the 20th. This is the last day of Taurus. Tomorrow's the first day of uh, Gemini. We're going to be moving here from the second house to the third house. The second house is all cooperation, being a member of the group, doing what needs to be done. And the third house is about speaking up and saying, hey, you're stepping on my toe. That hurts. And setting your boundaries and telling people what you want. That's going to be the transition from today until tomorrow. And we have people in here now. Mayu says that he missed the eclipse. Well, it was cloudy and it was hard to miss. It was easy to miss, but you could not miss the uh, the pressure that came from the eclipse. Even though if you didn't even see all the different colors in this flower moon that was coming up, it's still it's like being sunburned on a cloudy day. You know, things still come through, and they do get to you. The moon, of course, is the closest thing to us, and when the moon goes into the full eclipse this way, it's a signal of one cycle ending and another cycle beginning. And it's always has had a great influence on people throughout history because eclipses happen at very regular times, and you know when they're coming. The you know the great story of all time is Columbus fooling the natives by making the sun go away. Here's SJ saying hello. Good to have you along. If there's anything that I can answer for you, Mayu says today I had sort of a panic attack. Do you think that's related to the blood moon? Yes, yes, very much so. The the blood moon, it happens because the Earth comes between the sun and the moon, and then that last little bit of sunlight goes through the atmosphere of the Earth, and that's what changes all the colors on it. And it just proves that everything is round. Even sunlight bends and goes around things like the moon. Everything in the universe is round. You're going to end up where you began. everyone will end up back in the spirit world with another chance. So the panic attacks are your guides pushing you to take action. And the way they do this is by giving you thoughts, by being inside your head. And that, of course, is where the entire spirit world hides. People have wondered for thousands of years, where is heaven? It's inside you. It God is everything that the human eye can't see. The dark matter that holds up the planets, that's God. SJ is asking, oh boy, here's a good one. Will she get married again? So obviously has been married before. And looking into the future, SJ, are you going to actually get married again? Oh God, yes. Well, there he is. There's the knight on the white horse, and this love is coming back into your life. Yes, it is, and you will recognize this person by what's in their eyes, what you are allowed, what your guides allow you to see in the eyes of this person. And SJ says thank you, and you're very welcome, dear. That's Mayu says comforting to know that there was a reason, and that's the blood moon there, and this mm, it really is not that you missed it, that all of these things happen whether or not you're paying attention. This is the reason that your guides come to you, to get you to pay attention. When you're talking to yourself, that's your guides coming to you in the voice that you will trust most. And of course, that's yours. And they are always leaving you ideas, always trying to help you get along as you come through life. Everybody has a life purpose. There's a reason that you're in this particular life. And Julie says, hello, glad to have you along with us as we chat for an hour. This is an every Friday night event, and very enjoyable for me. This is a wonderful way to get to meet people and to see what's on your mind, see what is happening in your life that really relates to your sun sign and your moon sign, and shows you that you're the same as everyone else. You don't react the same as everyone else, but you're getting the same messages. It's like different readers can see the same sign and interpret it differently. Maya says, I like your lamp. Oh, that's the salt lamp, Himalayan mountain salt lamp. That's to clear the air. It clears the protons in the room and puts a very different energy into the room. This indeed is this is a piece of the Himalaya mountains that was hacked out and turned into a lamp. There, the people of Tibet. This is where the Dalai Lama is from. The people of Tibet live in the worst conditions in the world. They live in the top of the mountains. They have been forced into the mountains, and they love where they are. They make it work. No matter where you are, you can be content, and that's what you find in the Dalai Lama is contentment. And this is Julie asking, did the eclipse have any effect on Aquarius love life? And would this be a good time to confess feelings for someone? And Julie, you do know that the moon is in Aquarius right now, right? And this is the feeling that you are getting. Um, does did the what the eclipse did for your Aquarius love life was to make you think a new thought, to be the student, to be the learner, and it also has something to do with work. So um, confessing those feelings for someone is probably about somebody that you work with, and yes, this would be the time to do it with with the moon in Aquarius. Uh, so Susie says also that she hopes that the world will get better. It has in this year. There is such a difference between 2021, the chaos that we were in, and 2022, which has been a chance to catch our breath, to take a moment and catch up and see where we are. And it's been much better. Um, Chris with a K says, am I going to be okay living on my own? Getting nervous about this. So getting ready to live on your own. Maybe, and yeah, it's just the time of the year to change, isn't everybody moving around? Chris, what I see for you is that you're about to find that the things that have been holding you back are not nearly as strong as you thought they were. You're about to see that someone has left your jail door open. You can walk out of this. You can change everything in your life. And um, and so are you going to be okay living on your own? Yes, you are. Chris, you're going to find that you have the resources to do what you need to do. And that's the reason this is happening, is to show you this, to prove to you that you can do it. And so you will. It's going to be good. And here, then I hope, so yes, SJ, Sharon, I think is, yes, Sharon is what you're seeing, what you're feeling. And here's Mayu asking about the friend. What's in the near future? Yeah, let's see. For the friend Jay of Mayu, what's in the very near future is travel, probably having to do with work or whatever kind of business that you're in. And this is learning new things, being able to like learn from somebody, the professional, right? Somebody who really knows what they're doing. And SJ and oh, I see. Mayu says she's an Aquarius and wants to know about love and career. Well, I think those two things are exactly together. Love and career for her are going to mix and mix well. There's there's good things happening there. Okay, so it, it's it is something to look forward to. We are right on the cusp now between Taurus and Gemini, between an earth sign and an air sign, a very practical, down to earth Taurus sign. Today, tomorrow becomes an air sign, Gemini, the sign that can fly, the sign that can uh, sprout wings and really fly. So everyone's life is going to open up. This happens at midnight tonight. And as we change sun signs, happens 12 times a year, and 12 times a year you feel it. There's such a separation between different parts of the year. And Chris with a K says, is anything coming into my love life? Been a while. I'm single and Scorpio. Yeah. Okay, Chris. So is anything coming into your love life now? Um, Only if you decide, if you make up your mind, because you're telling yourself that you can't, that you don't have all the information. You don't know enough about people to be able to trust them. Of course. And the only way that we know how to trust people is to give them a chance. And the way that you know whether or not a person is supposed to be in your life in this lifetime is whether or not you can forgive them. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. If you can forgive another person, that's your guides letting you know that they belong in your life, that you belong together. You've probably been together in another lifetime. It's all about forgiveness. So if that other person can also forgive you, now you have a real relationship. Now you have a lasting thing. So, what are the odds, right, of two people being able to both forgive each other of whatever it was that they misstepped, that they did wrong, and also that both of those people would be open and willing at the same time? The odds are almost astronomical. So when you do find this in your life, you know that it's happening because it's supposed to happen. It's being put into your life as a way of showing you that this is what you're supposed to be doing. And conversely, when you can't get over something, that's the spirit world telling you that that person doesn't belong in your life. When 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 you try and make yourself get along, I'll I'll get past this. Maybe I'll forget. Uh, that's it. Just gets worse. And the so because your guides push harder next time. When you ignore your guides, they always push a little bit harder. So if there's anything I can answer for you tonight, I'd love to, and we will get through this hour and find out what's on your mind, what what's important to you, what's really um, what is concerning you, and what would you like to know. I do have this ability to look into the future and see what's possible. And that's all anyone can ever see is the possible paths that are being laid out for you out there, and the ways that you are bent by the karma of other people. Because you have to remember, everybody is working a karma, at least one. And when you really think about it, why wouldn't there be two or three? And maybe this is why people are called away suddenly out of this life to go take care of another life, another karma. And everything, everything is within you. There is a miniature of the entire universe is inside of every human being, and well, for all we know, all of the animals too. Certainly, the Hindus consider the elephants and monkeys to be souls. SJ says, worried about my children. Uh, can can you see if they're going to be okay? Biggest risk, the biggest chance we ever take in life is having children. It certainly is. SJ, your kids, are they going to be okay? They are. They're going to find what they're looking for. They're going to find what's true for them. So yeah, they are going to find their way. They have to experience it. They have to get out and learn the hard way through experience. You can't tell them, especially about who their mate is going to be. That's the one thing we never understand about anybody else. And SJ says, "Thank you, good." It's and it is that's the card shows that they're going to find their life path. They're going to find their reason for being here, and that really is what takes you from being happy to being content. And that's the next step on the ladder, is being content with whatever you have, because it doesn't matter what you have. You must have enough. That's God watches over everyone. We're all being tested. We're all being tried, and the, it's the only way. It's the only way to find out who you really are, is to have the patience of Job, right, and keep your faith. Um, uh, and thank you, SJ. This is it's. I've always found it to be very therapeutic to be able to talk with people, because this is when my guides come to me. When think about this, when anytime you're giving advice to anybody, within that advice, there are always messages for you from your guides. And hi to Cody, and SJ's still there, and we hope that if you are watching tonight, that you participate. Uh, Send in a question, and we'll connect out there to you. It's the the wonderful thing about satellite communication is that it mimics intuition. It mimics being transcendental meditation, being able to leave your body and go to the other side of the world. And it gives us the power to be able to talk with everyone. Finally, having the universal tool to be able to cover the world and connect the world. Everyone has their part in this story that we're putting in. Cody says, "I know you did plenty of people birthday readings." Well, yes, it's your birthday. The 30 days leading up to your birthday are the most fortunate time of the year for you. 6 months later, 6 months later, the other side of the year, things begin to come to you that look like bad news, but they're only things in disguise. Things come to you disguised as bad news, but they really work out the best for you, even though you don't maybe see it in the beginning. Uh, Cody says, "My birthday is in May the 6th. So you are a Taurus, and that's of the second house. And this is where we find our connection to the family, and to all the things that the family means to us." Chris says, "I feel that I have very high aspirations for my professional life, but I feel a little stuck on the job I have now. Can I know if I'm going to achieve these goals that I have?" Okay. Chris with a K. Chris, dear, um, what about what are the job that you're in now is going to lead you in the right direction? it's going to take you to a place where you have much more responsibilities, and or where you'll have the opportunity to pick up more responsibilities. So these high aspirations that you see yourself like taking over that job, and that's exactly what you're going to do. You're going to pick up the work. And so what you're doing right now, when the job that you have ends, when that cycle ends, it's going to lead to the next job. It's going to lead to the job that you're looking for, the one where you can achieve your high aspirations. And it's all right there for you to pick up. It's as much as you want to shoulder. That's what you'll be able to do in that next job. So that's good. That's good. That's one cycle coming to a close and a new cycle opening. One door closing and the next door opening. And this is how your guides take you through the world. They always want you to know that you're on the right path. When you're not on the right path, suddenly people are late. You're have bad timing. Everything seems to work against you. It's as if the stars were digressing and moving backwards on you. Uh, SJ says birthday is February 23rd, so Pisces. It's your time is coming up next week for Pisces, and uh, the next week you have to remember that right now Neptune, the home planet of Pisces, Neptune is in Pisces. And so when the moon joins it in Pisces next week, there's going to be a peace. It's like there's going to be. Cody says his rising sign is in Pisces. That means it was coming up on the horizon when you were born, when you first saw light of day. So when the world first saw you, it saw you as a Piscean. It saw you in that Pisces glow of being able to give to the entire world. And it's a great rising sign to have. It's also the sign of the 12th house. And the 12th house is taking cooperation to a new level, being able to cooperate with your spirit guides. That's what the Pisces people lead us to be able to do. That's the either the blessing or the curse of all of us Pisces people. Um, let's see. We have Terry T says greetings. Good to have you here, Terry. Chris with a K. Birthday is October 30th. Oh, Scorpio. Well, my daughter is born October 31st, Halloween, and I know so many Scorpios, so many of these uh, people who live their life with such passion that they are always living life and taking full advantage of everything that comes into their life. And here's moon sign. Cody says moon sign is in Sagittarius. So that means the moon sign shows what's inside of you. Your sun sign shows what's on the outside, your logical side, and your emotional side. is the moon sign. So, Cody, if your moon sign is Sagittarius, you are a very truthful person. You have to tell the truth, even when it ruffles feathers. And that's it. It's like what happened at the eclipse on Sunday. Things had to be said, and that's what the moon sign in Sagittarius gives you, is the ability to speak up. Don't hold it in. Don't let it become a blockage inside of you. Get it out. It has to be said. Cody says yes, very honest with people. The truth seeker is Sagittarius, and they won't settle for anything less. It's they they one of my granddaughters is Sagittarius, and she is such a wonderfully truthful person who has such a big heart and is so naturally tactful that she almost goes in both directions at the same time. She gets a little convoluted sometimes as to what she should do for other people and what she should do for herself. And rising sign in Sagittarius, yes, that means if your rising sign is Sagittarius, then other people see you as the leader, the world traveler. And that's how other people see Sagittarius. Is if you go into a room full of people and you want to ask somebody what's going on, you'll find the Sagittarius person and you'll go ask them. Cody says a younger sister is Sagittarius. Yes. So living with a sibling who's Sagittarius, who's going to be perfectly honest with you, your reactions to that sibling mean an awful lot, because they have to know that you're honest too. If you ever prove to be dishonest, there's going to be problems within the family. Chris with a K says, my moon sign is Gemini, and I've heard that can be tough, but I don't really know what it means. Your moon sign is Gemini, the twins. So you have a split personality. You have actually two sides of yourself, and it depends on what sort of a pull the moon sign. So when that moon sign comes into Gemini once a month, 3 days every month, you're going to feel that high tide. You're going to feel that you're full of new ideas and action, and you want to get out there. So it's the moon sign in Sagittarius is tough only because it makes you do. It makes you get out there, and it makes you not just veg out. You get to doing things when you're a fire sign like Sagittarius. Terry T says, I am a sun sign Sagittarius. Yes, those with the sun sign in Sagittarius, the ninth house, they must show others how to do it with grace. They must show them how it's done. They're the leader who shows by example. They lead by example. This is what having your sun sign in Sagittarius is all about. And so it also means everybody's watching you. Everybody's going to take their lead from you. You're going to influence them, and you might feel guilty about it later on if you don't influence them in the right way. Cody says, a sister lives in Florida, Georgia, Venus sign is in Gemini. Chris with a K. What about Capricorn rising? Capricorn is the world leader. They have to be. They're going to be the best at whatever they do. So when Capricorn is your rising sign, other people see you as perhaps overly ambitious, biting off more than you can chew, going out there and trying to save the entire world. They have expectations of you because you are Capricorn and you are the as Mama Lit says, Capricorns are kings. Yes, yes, it's they are the world leaders, and they always have been. Mm. Yeah. Um, Cody says my Jupiter sign is in Capricorn. Capricorn is the 10th house, and that means it's the first house that contains a zero. And that means spirituality. And to have Capricorn in your house is to step forward and be the best that you can be. Whatever it is you are, whatever your best is, it you the whole thing with Capricorn is getting over trying to please the world. You have to please yourself. Set your own limits, set your own boundaries. And here's okay, SJ says, do you see me selling my craft successfully? Must be trying to put a product together here for SJ. Oh, very, very successfully. And this is going back to the past. So somehow it's a return to the past, or maybe it's with somebody from the past, is going to be big in helping you develop it or helping you sell it. But yes, there's going to be success. There certainly is. Angel Wheeler says, how does Capricorn affect one from the moon sign? If you have Capricorn as your moon sign, your inner emotional side being Capricorn, it's always trying to correct you. Whatever your other side is, that outside of you, there's always going to be Capricorn trying to take over, trying to rule as your emotions, trying to make you feel guilty about things, trying to show you who you're supposed to love. And your emotional side can try to take over. Cody says, I know a few signs of my zodiac chart. The entire zodiac goes, the moon sign goes through the entire zodiac every 28 days. Everybody is included. Every different sign has their time of the year. Bob says, hi, Mama Lit. I'm Gemini Sun, Sagittarius rising. And I feel like Gems have been going through it big time for almost 2 years. And I hope things are changing soon. The big change, Mama, will come in 3 years, 2025, when Neptune finally moves out of Pisces. That's going to change the world. And then this is what you see coming. You've been going through it for a good while. This has been going on for 10 years. If you really think about it and you think back, and things are going to be changing in about 3 years. That's how slowly the change is going to come. but it will be improving that entire time. The pendulum only swings so far one direction, and it has to go back the other way. It is swinging back the other way for you now. We hear from LaBomb. Good to hear from you. SJ, Mama Lit, J, Chris with a K. Uh, Thank you. Thank you very much. Angel says Aquarius, Sun, Capricorn, Moon. Oh, Aquarius, the inventors, the ones with imagination. There's nobody thinks outside the box like Aquarius. And if that is your outside, and you have this very logical Capricorn inside, you're going to think everything through from A to Z before you ever make a move. One side of you will go through the checklist, and you will satisfy the other side before you can move on. I'd like to know if my claim will settle smoothly. Okay, this is for Mama Lit. I'd like to know if my must be an insurance claim. Will this settle smoothly, and will it be settled soon? Yeah, there you are, sitting there with the money in your lap. Yes. Um, well, Cody says, I have a girl that that I've been talking to for over 3 years, and she also is a Taurus like myself. So, two Tauruses getting together. What would be the effect of the double Taurus? Is it adds up to back down to that 2, and that's a very good sign for a relationship. Be it a friendship or a romantic relationship or any sort of a relationship with another human is what that shows. It's uh, thank you, Chris with a K. My boss and I have the same big 3, but in a different order. Does that affect how we get along? And I feel like we're very similar somehow. It's you will get along extremely well as long as you don't compete with each other. That's the stumbling block. That's what will be in your path is not cooperating but competing. So that's what you got to watch out for. Um, Everybody, Mama, let everyone hit thumbs up one. Thank you. Gustav from last week. Hey, what's in the oracle for me? For Gustav, I would say um, you're you're on top of it right now. You're on top of that hill, and you're looking one way, and you're throwing that sword the other way. You have the self confidence now to do what you need to do. You're going to do it. You're standing up and you're saying, "Well, okay, I'm gonna cowboy up now. Here he comes." If you don't care what the well, you do care, but you're going against what could be the results, and you've got to do it. You've got to get out there and do it. Terry T, do you see success in my career this year? I am slaving and I just don't see any concrete results. Okay, Terry T, success in your career this year. There is. There's money coming. There's and you are marked for it. there is success coming to you. Yes, Terry. About slaving without the results. This everything that you've done will be repaid. Don't think that you're not getting any results just because they take a while to get there. And Angel says Aquarius and Aries dating. Can it ever work long term? They try to contain me. You know, just make it last week. Okay. Okay. Now, Aries and Aquarius. When you mix a fire sign with an air sign, it's like oxygen throwing gas on the fire. There's such a physical attraction between the Aquarius and the Aries that it almost certainly has to burn out. Don't don't expect it to be long term. Um, Chris with a K. I feel, but if the one thing is, it's never boring. If you can stand the heat, Jesus, what a relationship. So it's up to you whether you can stand it. Chris with a K. I feel like my dad is very sad because I'm moving with my cats. He loves them a lot. Anything I can do for him to feel better. Okay, Chris is moving away from her dad. Oh man, and is there anything she can do to make him feel better? Is to tell him he can come visit. Tell him that you're not going to leave forever. You, that's what he wants to hear. To be reassured that you're not going to leave and never come back. Um, Here's SJ saying, should sue American Airline and when? Should sue American Airline and when? Is that true? Uh, Great good fortune. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Cody Christopher says, the the girl I'm talking to, we're friends, but I do plan to be with her when I have a chance to. Oh, that um, um, that girl that you're talking to, Cody, is exactly what you're looking for. It's exactly what you need. That's someone who can take care of all your problems, all of your needs. Mayu says, I'm a Virgo, birthday September 11. Like to know about my job in the school. My job in the school. Ooh, it's there's there's going to be a temptation to change the job. You're going to be offered something else. There's um, there's a real temptation here to maybe take a higher paying job that that you don't really believe in what they're doing. Um, Somebody wants you to come to work for them, but you don't really want to work for them because of the kind of people they are. That's what's coming. Is you're going to have to make a decision. What's important to you, and what what means something to you. Uh, we have SJ. SJ, thank you for the Gustav. Is Connor going to talk to me again someday for Gustav? Uh, well, not today. But yeah, that's that's a blessed relationship. You're you're not out of that. You're not away from that. No. Well, Chris says my best friend and I are both Scorpios, and we get along extremely well. But we've been told that Scorpios clash on each other a lot. Um, the the two Scorpios going together are as deeply in love as they can be, and as long as they will listen to each other and not try to control each other. See, that would be the problem of the Scorpios together, would be trying to control each other instead of both trying to grow. You're both you're both climbing the mountain, but you're on different sides, and it's not likely that you're going to peek over the top of that mountain at exactly the same time. Sometimes you have to wait for the other person. And that's what being two Scorpios together would be all about, would be having patience with each other, knowing that it's going to work out in the end. So here's Mayu, uh, and there's Cody. This Sunday will be the beginning of Gemini season. Yes, yes. The first day of Gemini is tomorrow, and things will you'll be able to see both sides of everything. Everyone will suddenly have that twins outlook, being able to see themselves as they're talking to someone else. And I wonder. Yeah, Mama Let says, I wonder if I will ever have a proper, true, fine love as a companion and a mate. Ever. I wonder if I will ever find that perfect mate. That perfect mate is has been waiting and is afraid to come forward. Has only taken one little leaf off the tree that you're offering. So if you're going to get anything out of this, if you're going to find this person, you have to step forward. You have to look. You have to stop building these walls around yourself to protect yourself from people. And that's a pretty easy thing to do, right? That's that would do it if you could. Um, Julie says she's been dreaming a lot about witches recently, and what does that mean? Julie, there are people on this earth today in new lives who were the witches who got burned. That stays with you forever. It's somehow your guides are using that image to show you to be kinder to people, to not take revenge on people, not feel like you have to take revenge on people, to be kinder. That's the witches are completely misunderstood people. That means you feel like people are misunderstanding your intentions. That's what the dreams are about. Cody says, my father's a Gemini, my mother is a Cancer. So the third and fourth house right together. The the air sign with the water sign stirs up cyclones and tornadoes, and it's it can be such a happy relationship if it's give and take. But if one overpowers the other, they can get blown away. And if they have lived happily together, it's because they found the path. They found the way of being able to support each other, mutual support, and give mutual honest feedback. That's what builds real relationships. Um, SJ says, "Will I meet my true love?" SJ, there, you're on the verge of it now. You're standing on the edge of the cliff, the lover's leap, as it were, and you've already got one foot up in the air. You've already decided that you're going to meet your true love. And this is the biggest part of it. You've made up your mind that you're open, that you want this in your life, that you deserve this in your life. That's the decision you have come to. And doesn't that feel wonderful to know that you deserve what you're going to find? Cody Christopher says, "My family with water sign, air sign, fire sign, and myself earth sign." Now that's interesting. That's um, there are four distinct personalities there that will all be able to benefit by learning from each other, watching each other grow. Um, where were we? Oh, okay. Uh, Terry T says, "Can I also ask the same question about love? Been single for 10 years." Yeah. Okay. Terry T. Terry T. In your love life, oh boy, right now, there's a lot of fighting going on, a lot of changes, a lot of you trying to decide what it is you want. You've been setting these boundaries, setting these limits, setting goals for other people, telling them what they had to do, and that's that's the being single for 10 years is right there. So change is coming. You have been having problems. Now the pendulum swings back the other way. So get yourself ready, Terry. The once this door swings open, it's going to be wide open, and you're going to be swept away. Never been in love, never been completely head over heels in love with somebody, to have your guides just blind you to everything else in the world. It happens. It happens when the right person comes along. Um, Chris with a K. When I went to the apartment I'm moving to, I realized that I've dreamed about this place. And does it mean anything? Boy, does it ever. Yes, it does. That means you have been in there in another life. Yes, it does. And Cody says, "I've told some people that I'm man with many dreams. I'm a man with many dreams. I've told some people." Okay. And those dreams are going to carry you, Cody. Uh, The dreams are leading you. Daydreams are just the same as night dreams. And I believe we're going to have to wrap it up on that because our hour is up. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Franklin, and I will see you again next Friday night.